Hello, I'm Bill Burrows. Welcome to Be the Church, a blog that equips us to love God, love people, and make disciples. Here's a reminder of the disciples' relational triangle. As followers and friends of Jesus, we are his disciples. When we engage in real, consistent talks with Jesus, the love, joy, and peace of God will be evident in our lives. A growing disciple will consistently engage in soul connecting conversations with other disciples. A growing disciple also will consistently engage in soul connecting conversations with other disciples. 2,000 years ago, Jesus asked the Father to make us one in the same way that they are one. Jesus in us and the Father in him. The Spirit is in there too. The Father, Son, and Spirit are three distinct personalities united through love into one being. Jesus wants us to be united in oneness with the triune God, and he wants all his disciples to be united with each other, so that the world will know the Father sent Jesus and that the Father loves the world too. We humans have been resisting this idea ever since. This is a somewhat accurate picture of Play Story Ministries. You'll notice the three of us there, we're not one in the moment. And okay, maybe it's a little over the top, but you can probably guess who Mo is. Hint, it is not Steve. But every once in a while, we hit on something. And we make beautiful music together, even if just for a moment. Sometimes I cooperate with Jesus and invest in soul connecting conversations with Steve, Justin, and other disciples. God then shapes, strengthens, and unites us for his kingdom purposes. When we together in community offer our metal to Jesus, Christ, the master bladesmith, forms us into uniquely useful disciple makers. The image of God is wonderfully revealed as people engage in conversations where sparks fly, because God is sharpening us. Now, disciples have enemies: the world, the flesh, and the devil. They want to destroy us. But if we're disconnected and isolated, we are easy prey. But wound together in spiritual friendship by the power of God, we can hold together and bear the weight of our enemies' attacks. We're commanded in the book of Hebrews to consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together as the habit of some is. Now, time out for a second. What does it mean to meet together? Does it mean go to a church building, sit in a sanctuary, sing a few songs, and then listen to the preacher? Say hi to a few people on the way out? That may be going to church, but that's not meeting together in a biblical sense. I, like you, have gone to many church meetings that were a waste of time and energy. But I've never had a soul connecting conversation with another disciple that was unfruitful. So instead of just going to church, what if we began to encourage one another, and all the more so as we see the day drawing near? Let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works. This takes way more energy than just going to church. It requires thought, planning, and execution. It requires that we have conversations. You have to be the church to stir up, motivate, stimulate, provoke, and even spur one another on to love and good works. So I invite you to join us in this commitment. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to do it right now. Ask someone this question: what's one thing you are truly grateful for today? Listen to their answer, tell them your answer, and let the conversation go where it goes. Now, if nobody's around, call someone on the phone. It could be anybody, a stranger, or how about your spouse or child? Remember, insight is useless unless you take action. To join our community and keep up to date, follow us at Play Story Eat on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Next up, how do you need to be to soul connect?